What's good, YouTube? ToxicSight here, back again once again with another video, and in this video we're continuing our Don't Be an Ash series, and in this episode, which I do believe is episode 6. Yes, I know it's been a while since this series has been a thing, but I thought I'd catch up on all the events and everything that were going on in Pokemon Go, since Niantic has been throwing us event after event after event lately. But here's episode 6, where you're going to be talking about Stardust, as you can see on the image right here. Um, Stardust is what drives the game. It's powering up Pokemon, it's teaching it a new move, it's trading it. Stardust runs the game. Yes, Pokecoins for raid passes and yada yada yada, but Stardust is king whenever it comes to this game. Um, but there's three things that I've noticed that people mess up with quite frequently whenever it comes to managing, maintaining, um, and collecting Stardust. At lower levels, people mess up by, oh, I just caught this 14 or this low CP Pokemon without even checking its IVs and powering it up. Um, in some ways that is good, some ways it's bad. Um, but always check the IVs. Mainly use dust on stuff that you'll actually use, such as raid counters. Powering up raid counters with high IVs is never a bad idea. It doesn't even have to be, I mean, at lower levels it doesn't have to be high IVs. Because what you could do below level 30 is power up, say you get a Machamp, or a Machop, say it's only a 746 IV or whatever. You can power that all the way up as high as you can, and keep it. And then as you get more that are better IVs, push them in your team, knocking the lower IVs out. But while they're high, while you've powered them up a lot, and you have these newer, higher IV ones that are coming into your team that you power up, that lower one you don't have to transfer. You can trade it to another player or a friend or somebody that's just starting. Say, here, hope this Machamp can help you out, or this T-Tar can help you out, or something. Whatever it is. Um, and that's kind of like passing the torch along. Hey, I've already used all the dust for you. It's good um, for raid countering this, that, the next thing. Um, but mainly use your Stardust on A, Pokemon that are good in as raid counters. B, Great League, Ultra League, because if you prepare anything for Master League, you're using it more than likely as a raid counter, because most of the, I'm trying to think of Master League meta, most of the Master League meta is good raid counters. I said most. There's, you can use 100 Stardust per trade if you're just trading whatever you catch. Like if I was to catch this knocked out right now and trade knocked out for knocked out, you're only going to use 100 dust. Um, so let me check this Lily Puppets. Nope, okay. But no, I would fast catch, but not right now. Um, based on what um, based on what league you wanted to power up for is gonna tell you what how much dust you're gonna use. Ultra League gets really expensive. Hell, Great League gets expensive most of the time if you're using it on the right, like Great League ranking Pokemon. But a lot of people I see just power up whatever they want to. Um, well, I mean, we can't tell you how to play the game or what to do with your game. It's your game. It's your however you want to play it. But powering up somebody that's not really a raid counter over opposed to somebody that is a raid counter isn't really the best thing to do, unless of course you have a team already of that raid counter. Um, like powering up a Ninetales over, well, Ninetales is a budget raid counter. Let me think. powering up a Pyroar as opposed to powering up an Arcanine or powering up a Charizard or powering up a Moltres is hard to power up since it's not in Rage right now yet. But yeah, just powering up something that's not really in the top 5 of or top 6 of a typing on raid counters, as opposed to powering up something that is top 6, is kind of pointless, because while Stardust is quote unquote easy to get right now, which I mean it is, truthfully, but it's not easy to get at the same time, because the easiest ways to get Stardust right now is your first catch of the day, because I think you get what, triple Stardust for the first catch every day. Your first catch every day gets it. If it's your 7th day streak, you get a crap ton. I think you get like 9,000 or something with the star piece, so I think probably like 6,000 without. There's research tasks out there from sponsored stops that get you either 800 dust for catching 8 Pokemon, 1,000 Stardust for doing something. Right now in the Unova event, you can use 5 berries, 5 of any berries, catching a Pokemon to get 1,200, and then using 3 golden raspberries to help catch Pokemon to get you 3,500. But you get more if you pop a star piece, which I might do here in a minute. Opening up gifts, opening up gifts isn't the best, because I think the highest you can get without a star piece is like 300, 3 or 500 from opening gifts. But the most common drop is 1 and 200s. But I know I've seen a 300, and I might have seen a 500 drop. But we're gonna go over that in another video. But catching Pokemon, if it's a first stage like Oshawott, Chimchar, Poochyena, Snivy, Shellos, you only get 100 Stardust if it's boosted, which is that white ring that's around Noctowl. I think it's on Noctowl. Yeah, there's nothing under him. You get an additional quarter, so you get 125 if you catch a boosted first stage. You get 300. Is it a third? Is it a quarter? Yeah, it's a quarter. You get 300 base for catching first stage like Noctowl, Duat, which Duat doesn't really spawn that often. Monferno, Mightyena, and stuff like that. And then if it's a star piece, I think it's 415. No, 375. Possibly. Hold on, I can tell you. Not that, not that, not that. We do not need that to open. We need this one to open. Yeah, 375. And then if you catch a third stage, like Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, Meganium, stuff like that, you get 500 default, which is 625 with the star piece. So you can go through it faster like that. And I'll cover this more in another video, but if you, like, say you have if I had a star piece going right now, it's a whole lot easier, or it's a whole lot more efficient to fast catch everything on your screen while the star piece is going, because between the time that you click on the Pokemon, the ball appears, and your 3 shakes happen if you were to catch it, is 16.5 seconds. Which is 16, well, the game would round it up to 17 seconds, but it's 17 seconds out of your 30 minutes of your star piece every time, which I missed that fast catch. And if they break out, that's even more time. Um, and so on and so forth. And if you catch it, they'll disappear off the screen. Well, I mean, they don't always just instantly disappear. But you can run away, click on the next one, and go back to it. And if you've caught it, then they'll flee. And everything. Um, did I just move it? Oh, I didn't. Okay. Um, but Stardust runs the game basically. I'm at 2.1. I set goals for myself every time. Like I'll get up to, like right now my goal is to get up to 2.25, and then I'll use 250,000. So one full power up from level 20 to 40 roughly, and then my next goal will be 2.5, and then I'll be able to use down to 2.5 or 2.25, and then my next goal will be up to 2.75. I'll be able to use down to 2.5, 3 down to 2.7, 3.2 down to 3. I'll always increase it that way. Before I was like, oh, I'm just gonna catch. Oh, I've got enough Stardust to power this Mewtwo all the way up to 40. I'll do that. Um, but that's just honestly not the way to go because you never build anything really. Um, so then I started setting goals for myself, and as my goals were met, I set a limitation on myself, and then once my first goal was met and I set that limitation and got down to that limitation, then I set the pattern up. Okay, I'll go above my previous goal and I won't be able to drop down below my previous goal, if that makes sense. Um, and started building from there. There's people out there that have uh 4, 5, 6, 13, 19, 27. Apparently I just saw a thing on uh Twitter that somebody has confirmed that they have 386 million Stardust. And I'm sitting there going, do you not power anything up, dude? Um, but no, people just are out there grinding. They drop star pieces. They buy the 6 pack of star pieces in the. Are they 6 still? Or are they 3? I think they're 6. Ooh, new boxes. No, not the revive. The 8 piece. People just stack up on star pieces more than they stack up on incense or anything, because incense are basically given to us now. But, um, but yeah, that's the secrets to Stardust. Use it safely, use it conservatively. Um, I don't really ever go out just trading for a legendary because they will be back eventually, and might even come back with their shiny. Um, Most of the legendaries that I'm missing or that I want more of, their shinies are out. So whenever they come back to raids, their shiny possibility will be there. Um, like Kyogre and Grotto, whenever they come out in a couple weeks, I'm gonna probably grind the crap out of them because I want better IV shinies. And plus XL candies on them is gonna be phenomenal for them being the best water and ground typers right now, legendary wise. Um, but like Landers, whenever he comes back, I'm gonna only probably grind out like 6 good IV ones and then call it quits unless his shiny comes out whenever he returns. But yeah, until then, keep grinding your dust. Be good to yourself. Be good to your loved ones, and I will see you next time.